Was over 20 releases in the WWE last week, but there's one release that just doesn't make any sense to me, and that's Aleister Black. So, Aleister Black, to me, has the potential of being a star in the WWE. Well, he's no longer with the company, but I don't think he would have ever become a superstar. But I do think that he had the potential to be a star, right? Similar to a Bray Wyatt, right? Rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. But he just has everything that you look for in an interesting, entertaining wrestler, right? He has the look, right? The different colored eyes. He has the tattoos. He has the super dope theme song that the fans never really got into it though. Like ever since Aleister Black came back to the WWE, the fans never really grew into liking his theme song, which I never understood because his theme song is so fire. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about it to me is just fire. And I thought as time went on, fans would start to, give a loud reception whenever he came out, but it just never happened. The crowd was always quiet when he came out. Like he just really does not have a big fan base. You know what I'm saying? But his finisher move, I think Aleister Black has one of the best finishing moves in wrestling. The Black Bass, where he basically does that karate kick to you in the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a dangerous, lethal finisher. Like, and if he connects on accident, right? Like, we seen him actually connect the Black Mask on Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn was actually really hurt, bro. Like, sometimes he would actually connect with that kick. But then he has the hot girlfriend, Selena Vega, right? They ended up, pairing up Selena Vega with Aleister Black. They basically would come out together, have backstage segments together. He had the whole thing going on with Sami Zayn where he was basically telling Sami that he's never going to win a major world title because he's too nice and he just cares about helping people all the time. And that was the truth. But guys, just like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Aleister Black beat Randy Orton, who just headlined the WrestleMania, like WrestleMania 42. He headlined WrestleMania Night 1. How do you have a guy that just beat Randy Orton, who's a 14-time world champion, future Hall of Fame wrestler? How do you release this guy? When Aleister Black beat Randy Orton, I thought that TKO, Triple H, and the WWE, I thought that they actually had big plans for Aleister Black. Like, I thought Aleister Black was either eventually going to win the IC title or the WWE United States title. But obviously I was wrong, man. They didn't see any value in Aleister Black. Aleister Black was basically a jobber. And they didn't see any value in him or Zelina Vega, right? And let's talk about Zelina Vega real quick. Zelina Vega's United States title reign, they didn't give her any time to put any value into that title. When she came out and talked about this after she was released, she only had that title for like a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to give a title to somebody, bro, I feel like you should at least let them hold the title at least for 2 to 3 months to see what they can do with it. But they literally gave her the title, and after a couple of weeks, they took it away from her and gave it to somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and they basically tried to force Aleister Black and Zelina to be the new Karrion Kross, right? Remember Karrion Kross was doing the same thing with Sami? It was Karrion, his girlfriend. They were doing the same thing. And that should have been a red flag to know that Aleister Black was going to get released. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even think he was with the WWE for a full year before he got released from the company last week. I don't even think it was a full year. I could be wrong, but I think this was a mistake. I think that Aleister Black definitely could have been a top wrestler in the mid-card division. I don't think he was ever going to be big in the main event picture, but I definitely think that Aleister Black could have been one of the top wrestlers in the mid-card division. I wanted to see Trick Williams defend his United States title against Aleister Black. I think they would have put on a phenomenal match. But now we're never going to get to see that. You know, I would have liked to see Aleister Black challenge Penta for the IC title. We're going to never get to see that. I wanted to see Javon Evans. There was so many things they could have did with Aleister Black that Royce Keys, like I want to see Royce Keys versus Aleister Black. I want to see Braun Breaker versus Aleister Black. Because Aleister Black, bro, like, you never see Aleister Black get dominated in a match. Since he came back to the WWE, I never saw one match where Aleister Black just got completely dominated by anybody, right? Like him and Damian Priest, right? Damian Priest won one of the matches. Aleister Black won one of the matches, and then Damian Priest won the final match between the two. But he never just got completely dominated from start to finish. That just wasn't the case. So I think this was unfair. I don't think this was the right decision. And, you know, I'm very interested to see what happens next with Aleister Black's career, because, you know, people are saying that a lot of people at AEW, they didn't like Aleister Black while he was there, and they have no interest in him coming back. So it looks like the only place that Aleister Black could possibly go to is TNA. I think that'll be the best thing for Aleister Black to do, is to sign with TNA. And yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Aleister Black had the potential to be a star in the WWE? Could you have seen Aleister Black winning a title? Let me know in the comment section. And if you don't like Aleister Black, please let me know, what is it about Aleister Black that you guys don't like? Because I think he's better than a lot of people that still signed to the WWE. Like, you can't tell me with a straight face that JD McDonald's is better than Aleister Black. You can't tell me with a straight face that Sami Zayn is better than Aleister Black. You can't tell me with a straight face that Dominic Mysterio is better than Aleister Black. You can't tell me that. If you tell me that, you're lying or you're trolling. So with that being said, it's your boy Daze. Make sure y'all subscribe, click that hype button. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out.